Sports drinks? Who needs them? Gatorade? More like Later-ade. There's a new post-exercise drink in town, and it's a heck of a lot more fun than the rest. Like a stint in the gym or any other kind of intense physical activity, going for a hike is thirsty work. This means that once you're done, you're going to need to rehydrate ASAP. Some hikers will go minimalist with water, while others opt for an energy drink like Gatorade or even milk. If you're in the camp that equates post-hike downtime with Miller time, though, it turns out you're not too far off base.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Sure, beer may not be exactly a superfood in its own right, but it does have some health benefits. As Brad Schoenfeld, PhD, writes in Men's Health, beer has carbohydrates and some sodium where water does not, which could be beneficial post-exercise. Beer also supplies some carbohydrates and can help replace depleted blood glycogen levels to a certain extent, which is also a concern after a long day on the trail. Another nutrient found in beer is silicon, a substance that is found in the human body that is necessary for maintaining strong bones and joints. Yet one more beer benefit is that the hops and malt provide polyphenols, which can help fight off any infections you might encounter along the trail. Even though you could certainly do worse than a post-hike or workout beer, there's no reason to start drinking the stuff if you're not already a fan, nor to use this as an excuse to go overboard if you are.
You're drunk.
I assure you I'm not, officer. Honestly, I've only had a few ales.
For one thing, you're advised to drink 1 or at most 2 beers, and preferably to consume them in addition to food. While it's possible that beer can give you the sensation of a full belly, it does not supply all of the necessary nutrients your body requires after a strenuous hike. Alcohol consumption could also negatively impact hormone levels and muscle development. What's more, you should really only be drinking light beers, meaning ones with an ABV of 4% or less. Booze, after all, is not much of a performance enhancer, and it's especially important not to overdo it when you're on the hiking trail, where overindulgence can result in any number of safety hazards. The alcohol in beer can also wind up dehydrating more than rehydrating once you have more than a few, so you'll also need to supplement your beer consumption with water or another non-alcoholic beverage. If you choose non-alcoholic beer, though, go ahead and indulge to your heart's content, as it provides many of the same nutritional benefits without the detrimental effects of its more spirited counterpart. If you really want that post-hike beer but need to maximize the rehydration benefits, there are now certain beers that seem to have been brewed with fitness in mind. These beers contain additional nutrients such as potassium and sodium that are meant to help balance out your body's electrolytes. But are these electrolyte-enhanced beers really better for your body than non-alcoholic post-workout drinks? Well, the added sodium actually does seem to help, as well as the fact that such beers are often quite low in alcohol, around 2% to 3% ABV. One study published in the International Journal of Sport, Nutrition, and Exercise Metabolism called such beers a potential compromise that would offer the drinker an opportunity to kick back with a beer without suffering the dehydration of a high-octane brew. But what do you do if beer's not your cup of, well, beer? While NYU exercise physiologist supervisor Heather Milton tells Wine Spectator that a glass of vino is not entirely out of the question, she does suggest that you only imbibe after you've rehydrated with water or a sports drink. This is because wine can slow the rate at which your muscles recuperate from a workout. If you prefer something a bit harder, some studies have shown that there may not be much of a link between alcohol consumption and decreased physical performance a day or two later. Even this data, however, cannot be interpreted to assign any particularly positive benefits to booze. What's more, researcher and lecturer Matthew Barnes tells Vice that he feels alcohol does have a detrimental effect on the immune system. He adds that it will likely stymie muscle recovery if consumed as a regular post-exercise thirst quencher.